EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd, a striking of the anvil, as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts.
2026 Indianapolis Colts.
With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from downtown Indy. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the number one goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted missing. Tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Room to run at the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, faking the give. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here's a give up the middle with White. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Complete to number 87. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and
4. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. They'll look to throw. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
It's pretty well read. Simply, anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
To the air right away is Madden. That's complete to the rookie out of Miami. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
To the air is Manning. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Big Sheldon Rankin. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Manning. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So sometimes the best way to defend some of these physical receivers and tight ends is to bring the fight right to them, is to get up, challenge them, contact, dislodge the ball. And now listen, that's easier said than done, but as we just saw, if you can do it, it works wonders.
Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. They'll go with the counter on 1st down, and he's going to give them some breathing room past the 15-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 1st down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs, keep this drive alive.
And he'll get about 5.
The ball carried by number 34. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They left a man wide open downfield. He's got him. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for Vegas. 32 yards.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Las Vegas.
The defense is just going to have to find a way, Mike, frankly, to just make this more challenging from the time the quarterback has in the pocket to the amount of separation the receiver has downfield. At this level, that is just too easy. They've got to tighten up both their coverage and find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback. Because if they don't do either, expect a lot more big chunk plays like we just saw there.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense ready for their second possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 34.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Manning. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Manning. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to James. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Isaiah White on the tackle. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Manning. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
The Raiders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Colts have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
They'll start on the ground with James. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Manning. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Manning. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Back to throw. He's got Tucker. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Colts' 49-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tucker. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 21. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The Raiders have their punt team out there. Back deep, it's Raheem Blackshear. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Manning. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for a Colts.
17 yards on that play. 1st down, Indianapolis. He's going to keep this, looking to do it on his own. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
At the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
That one is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Will run up the middle with James, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the run. one, and it's James again. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw is Manning. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and that is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
His kick is perfect, and the Colts are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
Colts 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's offense ready to take over once again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 12. And a Las Vegas 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Into space at the 45. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. Now, the extra point. The kick is good, and the Raiders move out in front, 13-3.
Colts 3.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with 1st down. On the play fake, here's Manning. He'll swing this out to James. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is James. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here comes a return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Raiders offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to another 1st down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Now, faking the give. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal, Raiders.
So the decision to go for it on 4th down pays off. Really well executed, nice job by the offense. But now you got to come away with a touchdown. You want to reward your coach for the aggressive decision-making by coming away with 6.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And Greg, that is good play design there. Using the play fake to get the receiver time to get open.
And down here this close to the goal line, Mike, it doesn't take much. All you need is that linebacker or that defender to freeze for that split second. That's all you need to create separation, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back to work. Able to find Pittman, it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Harrison.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Manning. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
To the air is Manning. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Manning. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
At the 33-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Manning. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Now Manning. Catch made, that's Pittman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Manning. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So now Shane Steichen will send out the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are back within 2 scores.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. A run with James. Into the secondary, past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. They keep it on the ground with James. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. The ball comes out.
A nice alert play there, Mike, by his teammate to fall on that fumble, but it really just comes down to effort. Coaches preach it on both sides of the ball. The more guys around the ball, the more good things happen, and fortunately for this offense, he recovers the fumble, and they live to continue this drive.
Third and long. Throwing now, Manning. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Now the return, and good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. That one caught by Tucker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Raider first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
37-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll find his running back, White. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
His throw left side is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Vegas.
Raiders, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
They'll take this forward for about 5.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 31, here is second down and 5. They'll run over center with White. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Give up the middle, and they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
And the Raider first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
White. He's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Taking off.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short, now brings up third and goal.
The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. A lot of bodies down there, but there's one with the football, the quarterback. It's all that matters. Breaks the plane for the touchdown.
And all that quarterback is looking for, Mike, is the smallest of creases before that snap. Once he identifies it, all that's left to do is put your head down, get behind the big boys up front, and drive the legs across the goal line.
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will extend this third quarter lead.
6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll start on the ground with James. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Cleveland Furl able to make the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Manning. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Back to throw is Manning. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll try to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Defenses always have to make a decision, like how do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Colts will take over here just past the 30.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
On the play fake, here's Manning. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
That one had to hurt. I mean, he had his guy wide open, and I think he just rushed the throw a bit, Mike. I mean, they failed to connect on what should have been a big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. To the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
First down.
15 yards through the air. First down, Indianapolis.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Ooh. And he's in. Touchdown, Colts.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Colts are able to edge a bit closer.
Raiders 27, Colts 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there, works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
Motion man is Rice. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Raiders send their punt team out as he's on to punt for the second time. Taylor now to return it. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Colts offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Manning. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 9. To throw, it's Manning. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
Sponge! No! Make a play here, take it to him!
Now, this looks like a design run.
Manning on the keeper. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Raiders' 47-yard line.
This could be it! This could be a turning point!
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. To the air is Manning. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 4.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 3rd down, it's Manning. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Giovanni.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is hard. Touchdown, Indy.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will cut the deficit to 7.
Makes the score Raiders 27, Colts 20.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw. In the middle, he's got Tucker. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 41 yards.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side in the hands of Rice. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there.
That's good.
1st down, Vegas.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Raiders. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
20.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to Raheem Blackshear. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to James. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
7-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Try and run here with James. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is really just all about the second effort. I mean, they've got him stopped initially, but it's his ability to just continue to push through the initial contact, push forward to that 1st down marker, and he didn't get it by much, but that's a really good effort.
Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Manning. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
For the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Look at that one to James. It's complete. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 1. They send the tight end in motion. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. Here's Manning. And that is incomplete.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Now Manning. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football at their own 23.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give up the middle with White. And he will pick up a 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And a Raider 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Las Vegas.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the 1st down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, 3rd down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in 3rd and pass.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Pulling that one in. To throw is Manning. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing now. Manning. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They set up the screen to James. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to number 32. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So here comes 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Manning. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Raiders has got it. Oh, big hole left side. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Carlson now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders are going to extend their lead.
Raiders 41, Colts 20.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. To throw, it's Manning. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
We got this. Good day, boys. Come on, baby. Big play here. Big play. Let's make something happen. Come on. Go, baby.
To the air is Manning. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for a
Timeout,
Colts.
Indianapolis. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Back to the air one more time. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Indianapolis.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And 2 at the 35-yard line.
Don't let him rest.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Right, offense. Let's go. Teamwork makes the dream work.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
7-yard
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10. at
Just
the
take what the
28-yard line.
defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted
Pass
down.
interference.
It's incomplete,
Defense.
but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. Here we go. 1 final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They have fought till the end, but still will come up short.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one, as they cruise to an easy road victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.